The first day of school for the Toronto District School Board, and already a glitch. Online learning for students has now been pushed back. It was supposed to start today. It was put off until Thursday. Now it's being pushed back again until the 2nd, exactly 1 week, in order to give staff the time to prepare. In a letter to parents, the TDSB says the latest delay, a result of an additional 6,000 students opting to learn remotely, but school is on in person today at some area schools. And that's where we find our Tina Yazdani this morning. She's standing outside of Toronto's Portage Trail Community School. I know it's quiet right now, Tina. That is all about to change. Good morning.
Good morning, Mel. Yeah, definitely quiet right now. In just a few hours, the school is going to be buzzing with activity. So are schools right across Toronto. The TDSB welcoming staff and students back for in-class learning for the first time since March. It's sure to be an emotional day here. Parents and students, I'm sure some of them will be excited, but there's also going to be some anxiety heading into the school year, of course. A lot is going to look different. Worth noting, the TDSB is the largest school board in Ontario. 247,000 students belong to this board, so it's a big deal today, although it is going to be a staggered start over 3 days. So these first few days should be pretty easy. Students should have enough room to physically distance over the next 3 days. It's what will happen in the coming weeks and even months that will be really important to note. Now, a lot of parents also concerned about those rising case numbers you were talking about earlier in the show. More than 300 cases yesterday, and we've already seen some cases popping up at schools. Now, Toronto's medical officer of health actually spoke about this yesterday. Here's more of what she had to say.
I do expect that we will see cases in our school environment. The issue is, can we keep the levels in our community low enough to allow our schools to operate as safely as possible? It won't be, there is no magic, to make it zero, but how do we operate as safely as possible?
Now, we're also expecting the chair of the TDSB here later this morning, and I'm curious to ask him about how he's feeling heading into this school year. We spoke with him a few weeks ago, and he said he didn't feel ready, so I'm hoping that answer has changed now, Mel.
All right, Tina, thank you so much for that. We'll check in with you very shortly. Now, this all happening as 313 new COVID cases across the province reported on Monday. That is the largest jump in new infections recorded since June. Premier Ford says it's cause for concern and that another shutdown is not off the table.
Is it coming? Yeah, I believe it's coming, as sure as I'm standing here. And I hope to God I'm wrong. I'd love to be up here a month later and say I was wrong, but it's coming.
Toronto is once again a hotspot, reporting 112 new cases. The first time we surpassed 100 cases was the beginning of the lockdown back in March. Mayor Tory is hoping to avoid taking those drastic measures once again, urging residents to comply with public health guidelines.
The basic things that have been said throughout are the things that are going to probably make the biggest difference. But I wouldn't hesitate for a second if I got medical and scientific advice from this medical officer of health and from other people that we talk to and rely upon for advice in conjunction with the other governments to take whatever step was necessary to save lives and to protect health. That's what we did from the beginning, and it's what, of course, we will continue to do.
So why are we seeing this alarming spike? Have we let our guard down when it comes to preventing transmission? Our infectious disease specialist, Dr. Isaac Bogosh, will be joining us at 7:40 this morning. He will be answering your questions live. You can call us or email us 1-866-267-3797 or feedback@breakfasttelevision.ca. Toronto homicide detectives are investigating a possible connection between two fatal stabbings that happened in the northwest part of the city. They are not ruling out the possibility of a serial killer.
We're cognizant of enough of what has happened over the last week in that area that we feel it is necessary to bring it to the public's attention. And if the investigation takes us one way or the other, we'll definitely keep everybody updated.
The first homicide, September the 7th, the body of Rampreet Peter Singh was found along the Humber River Trail near Highway 27 and Humber College Boulevard. Singh, believed to be in his late 30s, had been living under a bridge there. The second homicide happened 5 days later, less than 5 kilometers away. On Saturday, 58-year-old Mohammed Aslam Safis was stabbed outside of the International Muslim Organization Mosque on Rexdale Boulevard. He was a caretaker at that location. Police have released this video of a suspect from the second murder. He is described as slim. At the time, was wearing a black hoodie with dark pants. Anyone with information is urged to contact the homicide unit or Crime Stoppers.